Now to the solar eclipse across America. People all over the world have traveled to destinations from Mazatlán, Mexico to Maine. Let's bring in Matt Rivers, who's there in Mazatlán, and ABC News contributor, astrophysicist Hakeem Oluseyi for more on this. Matt, Mazatlán is the first land stop for the eclipse. So what are you expecting there?
Yeah, well, this is a beautiful place to see an eclipse. We drew the very difficult assignment of coming to the beach here to watch the first spot in mainland North America where this eclipse will come ashore, so to speak. But it's the first place on the mainland that you really get a sense of watching the whole thing from start to finish. And as a result, we're not the only ones with that idea. More than 150,000 people are expected to descend on this city simply for eclipse viewing, essentially. We've spoken to people from all over the world, many people from the United States. We know the Mexican president is supposed to be here. So the idea here in Mazatlán, this is a place where people love to come to the beach, they love a good time, and I think that's what we're expecting today. In addition to the fact that along the path of totality, this is one of the places where you expect to have the best weather this time of year. Everyone's, we're not trying to jinx anything, fingers crossed. For now, the sky looks pretty good. Might be some clouds later today, so the clock is ticking down, obviously, to when that totality will happen here around 11 a.m. local time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. But everyone's really excited here, Diane, myself included.
Now, Hakeem, the longest period of totality in 2017 was in Carbondale, Illinois. How will the paths differ this year?
Well, this path is completely different from 2017. 2017 went from the West Coast to the East Coast, and it was only a 2-minute eclipse. This one is going from south to north, and it can be over 4 minutes long. So this one, in some ways, might be a better eclipse, so this is the one to see.
Matt, Mazatlán is already densely populated, and as you mentioned, now you're expecting another 150,000 visitors for this eclipse. How's the city preparing for that influx of tourists?
Yeah, the best they can. I mean, I think overall the city's pretty stoked about this because it's going to have a huge economic impact. Hotels here have been sold out for months, if not years, so it's a big event for the city. Officials have closed down some of the roads here along the coast, anticipating lots of traffic today. But everyone who was going to make it here largely is already here. There's hardly any flights that are arriving today on time that you could get here in time for the eclipse. If you were going to make it, if you're going to see the eclipse in just a few hours from now, you're already here. So I think overall the city is really excited about this as an event, not only to generate tax revenue, but also, let's face it, some publicity for the city. This is a great city along Mexico's Pacific coast, and I think leaders here, including the Mexican president, are excited to get a chance to show it off to the world. We've talked to visitors from, the state of Washington to Washington, D.C., to Florida, to New York City, to California, people from all over the world, including China and the U.K. So this is really an international event here in Mazatlán, and something, and at least for this city, is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Hakeem, what are scientists going to be focused on? Well, we're just enjoying the view. What are scientists looking for to try to learn from this eclipse?
Well, one thing that's really beautiful that we can do is take observations all along the eclipse path. The sun is very dynamic, so most astronomical processes take place on timescales of years, but you can actually see changes over the time where it hits land in Mexico to when it goes up to Buffalo, New York, and beyond. So you can get even a 3D sort of teasing out of the structure of the corona because you have those different perspectives, and you also get to see the changes across time. And so put it all together, you get a nice 3D movie of the corona, which really advances our knowledge.
All right, Matt Rivers, Hakeem Oluseyi, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.